Alright, so I found a PC right before the holidays that's currently on sale. I know that I just did the RX 6600 PC from Best Buy as well for, I think it was $764. This one is much better for the price. The most interesting thing about it is the Intel Core Ultra 5225F, which is actually a fantastic CPU. It's only 10 threads, so streaming might be a little bit lacking, but the overall performance with the 10 core 10 threads here is you will get really well, like good performance. The speeds of this thing is actually insane. So let's just go over some of the specs. So you have a 1 TB SSD, which is, this time and age is very expensive. It only has one stick of 16 gigabytes, so that is a downfall, and 8 gigabytes of VRAM is definitely going to be lacking. But the fact that it's DDR5 and you have places to go for upgrades, when 600 watt power supply, so you should be able to upgrade. Let's just say down the road someone's selling a used 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte, I would say hop on that thing. Like if you can get that for a really decent price, that is a perfect upgrade. 600 watts more than enough, and you have the extra power cable. It has air-cooled CPU cooler, which is perfectly acceptable. As a person with an all-in-one cooler, I highly recommend just stay away from them. They are set to fail at some point. Overall, this PC, I don't see anything that's screaming out to me as bad airflow. You have a spot to add more fans up top, which I would highly recommend putting some exhaust fans. You basically just want that heat to constantly be moving. Hot air rises, you might as well just suck it out. I know that people play around with their fan setup, but I really think that you can't go wrong with 3 intake fans at the front, and then 3 exhaust fans up top, and then 1 right at the back, right where the CPU is, just to keep that hot air constantly moving. And that you're probably looking at about 25 bucks if you just buy some basic, like non-RGB fans. But overall, I think there's nothing wrong with this PC. The upgrades that I would do, I would always say upgrade the RAM to 2 sticks, but sadly with this current market, I think that's going to be really hard to do with all RAM going to AI, which is really sad to see that they turn their back on consumers so fast. But I would say get a 2 terabyte hard drive HDD. Just have 3 terabytes total. Keep your favorite games on the 1 terabyte SSD. And as long as Windows is on the SSD and you're playing a game on the hard drive, it's not working that bad. Like, as long as that hard drive isn't having to run 2 different things, it was perfectly normal back in, like, I would say 2016 to 2019 to have a hybrid system. And SSDs really didn't drop in price until, like, the 2020s. So, sadly, I think we're getting to that point. And I honestly think what's going to happen with this RAM shortage going on, I think we're, like, the barter system is going to be coming back. So, trading your current RAM to someone else, because somebody probably wants another stick of 16, and maybe they have 2 sticks of 8. I would much rather 2 sticks of 8 than 1 stick of 16. That's just personally me. The more slots filled, the better off your performance is going to be. Have done so many videos on that just to show, like, for basically a CPU demanding game, the FPS dramatically goes up, and even a GPU demanding game, you'll get like an extra 15 frames just by having an extra stick of RAM, which is sometimes a make or break at the smoothest of a game. But if you are looking for a present for your kids, or you're starting to get into gaming yourself, this is a really good PC for this price in this current market. If this was like 4 months ago, I probably wouldn't be saying it's like amazing, but honestly, with how the prices are, $800 for a ROG PC, I don't think you're going to do much better.